Today on Rappler. The Moro Islamic Liberation Front returned 16 firearms seized from the police's Special Action Force.
Mr. Ongpin, come on, don't give us this song and dance. Nobody in his right mind would sell it at par value.
Senators say allies of the Vice President may be liable for money laundering. And the United States pays the Philippines more than 87 million pesos for damages on the Tubbataha reef. Hello, I'm Natasha Gutierrez. This is Rappler's Wrap for the Day, a list of the most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. The Moro Islamic Liberation Front, or MILF, on Wednesday returns 16 firearms seized from the Police Special Action Force, or SAF. A police report says a total of 63 firearms were lost during the Mamasapana operation last January 25. Government Peace Panel head Miriam Coronel Ferrer says the firearms returned by the MILF were verified as SAF firearms. But Senator Ralph Recto says the arms are not enough. He asks the MILF to return personal items such as cell phones and wedding rings, saying it would be important to the loved ones of the fallen cops. On Wednesday, families of the SAF 44 gather in Camp Crame to meet police and government officials to discuss compensation packages. President Benigno Aquino makes a surprise visit a little before 6 in the evening and speaks with the families. The MILF and the Philippine government signed a peace framework in 2014 that is now threatened by the clash in Mamasapano, Maguindanao. The situation in the region is so volatile. Sporadic firefights between the rebels and its breakaway group, the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters, or BIFF, has been ongoing for a week. The BIFF also threatens to step up attacks in North Cotabato and target the provincial capital. The BIFF also seized some of the SAF's weapons, but says it has no plans of returning the firearms. Allies of Vice President Jejomar Binay face the Senate Wednesday. Senator Serge Osmeña rejects the explanation of officials from property development group Alpha Land on its deal with the Boy Scouts of the Philippines, or BSP, from which Vice President Jejomar Binay allegedly got as much as 651 million pesos for his 2010 campaign funds. Binay's ally turned rival, former Makati Vice Mayor Ernesto Mercado, accuses Alphaland President Mario Oreta of using his company, Noble Care Management Corporation, to hide Binay's 5% kickback. Senators say Oreta can be held liable for money laundering, tax evasion, and fraud.
Na lugi ang Boy Scout.
Alphaland's Chief Executive Officer Roberto Ongpin tells the Senate Blue Ribbon Subcommittee the 5% alleged to be Binay's kickback was actually compensation for Oreta.
Mr. Ongpin, come on, don't give us this song and dance. If I want to raise money and I own Ayala and I issue new stock, I will sell it at the market rate. I'm not going to sell it at par value. Nobody in his right mind would sell it at par value.
We state without any hesitation that the Makati Place project is one of the best investments ever made by the Boy Scouts. Mr. Mercado should be congratulated for having very skillfully negotiated a very good deal for the Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts of the Philippines Senior Vice President Wendell Avisado also refutes Mercado's accusations.
We will not allow politics and personal vendetta to destroy the Boy Scouts of the Philippines. Vice President Binay is not the Boy Scouts of the Philippines, and the Boy Scouts of the Philippines is not Vice President Binay. Vice President Binay is...
The United States pays the Philippines 87.03 million pesos, or $1.97 million, for damages the USS Guardian inflicted on Tubbataha Reef. The Philippines Foreign Affairs Department, or DFA, says the U.S. paid the amount January 20, which will be used for the rehabilitation of Tubbataha Reef Natural Park. DFA adds the U.S. government is providing additional assistance to the Philippine Coast Guard to upgrade the substation in the area. On January 17, 2013, the USS Guardian destroyed 2,345.67 square meters of coral reef when it ran aground on the world-famous marine park and protected area in Palawan province. Chilean authorities ordered the return of the remains of poet Pablo Neruda after being exhumed for investigation. Officials said the leftist author died of prostate cancer in 1973, 12 days after the military coup that brought General Augusto Pinochet to power. But Neruda's driver claimed he was poisoned on the orders of Pinochet. The investigation continues to this day. Some 3,200 people died and 38,000 were tortured under Pinochet's dictatorship from 1973 to 1990. Astronomers discover a star that zoomed past our solar system 70,000 years ago at a distance of 8 trillion kilometers or 5 trillion miles. By the standards of outer space, no other star is known to have ever approached our solar system this close. Astronomers say the dim star probably passed through the solar system's distant cloud of comets, known as the Oort cloud. The star is now 20 light years away. For those on desktop, click on the links on your screen. You can also click on the tabs below to go to a story in the video. And for those on smartphones and tablets, the links can be found below the video. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Looking at the mood navigator, the story with the biggest circle is When a President Dodges Responsibility. This has 70% of readers feeling angry. Today, most people are angry. That's the wrap for today, Wednesday, February 18, 2015. Visit Rappler.com for the latest news here and around the world. Check out our other shows, Tech Wrap and Rappler Talk. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Natasha Gutierrez. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.